Oh, there we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Free Flow podcast. It's your favorite, Tyler and Mitchell, just hanging out on a beautiful Monday morning or Monday night if you're in Korea. Mitchell, how are you doing today, babe?
Dude, I'm vibing. Class started up again today. New session, new year, brand new year. Everybody's moving up. Got my classes kind of sorted. Free balling when it comes to this my reading lessons because I have had zero time to read. So, I've sent it to my assistant. He's working on it for me, provides me with what I need for the lessons, and I mean it's done wonders. Today went great. Smooth day. My Monday classes so easy.
All
How about
right.
you, man?
We're just hanging out. I got into a little, I guess, TikTok beef. I don't know if you saw. I had to stitch someone that I stream with that I stream with Grant, and so he
Mhm.
messaged me and he's like, "Yo, someone posted a TikTok about you," and I was like, "What the heck? Let me see this,"
Like a
because I
full
wasn't.
on like
Yeah,
TikTok
because I
about
wasn't
you
noticing.
personally.
Yes, because I wasn't noticing it.
Hmm.
And so I think Grant was just trying to, it's a way to promote content,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And so I was like, all right, let me go check this thing out. And so I see it. Yeah, this dude posted a full TikTok crashing out on one of my tweets. He's someone that crashes out on a lot of my tweets. And I guess he's so angry after, oh my gosh, my mic's all the way over here. He was so angry after the 49ers lost to the Seahawks and Brock Purdy failed to show up yet again. Um, and he literally, yeah, made a whole TikTok about me. Straight up said, Tyler wrote, "This guy is all over my feed, hate up," and I hope he sees this. But you know what's funny? Like you get in sports debates, and you
Hmm.
know how it is. Like when people get into such an emotional area when they're arguing sports, like you don't actually argue any analysis. So like he posted my tweet where I was like,
Oh, it's all ad hominems all the time.
yes, or I was like, Mac Jones. I didn't even watch his full thing because he
Yeah,
started it off just super emotional. But my tweet was Mac Jones genuinely might have won us this game because he's taller, which means when a pocket's collapsing, he can see over it. Brock Purdy
yeah.
can't. Brock Purdy self-admittedly can't. And then I was like, he's taller and he gets the ball out quicker. He throws it quicker. So when there's a lot of pressure, that's what you want. And he's like, "Are you dumb? This is blah blah blah." And so like I knew right then and there like I won. I didn't need to debate anything because all I had to do was show any semblance of proof, which I did. I responded, keep it fun. It stitched him back and was like, like I get it. You guys are emotional. Here are plays, right? I posted 2 plays where he has people butt naked, wide ass open, and he did not throw the ball. So the whole separation argument folded there completely because he had people wide open. The game plan was bad folded there because he had people wide ass open. And he commented and apparently like I didn't know you had to set specific settings to let someone re-stitch your video. And so he's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, Lil Bro
Oh,
stitched
so
mine, but
he
turned
can't.
off his stitches." And I was like, "I didn't know that even existed." But yeah, here. And so I think I turned it back on. I think I turned it on for him and was like, "Here, now you can, make another emotionally charged video about how it's the coaching's fault and the player's fault, not the $256 million guy's fault." Um,
What's his clout at? Like, what's his followers at?
oh, it's not. No, it's his Twitter followers are pretty much same as mine. I think his TikTok followers are like 11K. But I'm gonna be
Mhm.
honest. I don't really put much juice in TikTok followers because you can
Yeah.
buy them. Yeah, I don't
Well,
put.
and it's like how many people I see consistently on TikTok that I don't follow.
Yeah,
Like TikTok, I think when it comes to followers, when it comes to that algorithm, is just like followers are not a great metric.
yeah. I don't really put much juice in followers. I put more juice in like your engagement.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
100%.
and if your engagement's around the same as mine, which his is, like he has a couple videos pop up, but again, you could pay for a boost. If
Yeah.
you look at the engagement, it doesn't really change. So,
I mean, I saw you had a couple tweets this weekend,
oh, bro,
like
they're
in the
banging.
last day, like blow up. You had one with like 80 responses. You
Yeah,
had another
bro.
one, like another Boehner too, and I was like, oh, dude, this guy's cooking. He's
I
gonna
know,
be
and my
20
favorite
games.
part is like they'll respond to a tweet with like, you know, hundreds of thousands of interactions, and then they'll be like,
Yeah.
no one cares. I'm like, obviously you do, because like
Like,
you're
who are you
here.
to say no one? Like, this is a whole lot of nobodies, dude.
Yeah, so it's, you know, I thought it was really funny though, because me and Maj, like, I've gotten questions about this kid on Grant's stream before, like when we've streamed, like, yo, Tyler, is Maj like, because Grant has this rivalry with this guy David Lombardi, and they're like, is
Yeah, I've
Maj?
seen the dude.
Yeah, they're like, is Maj your Lombardi? And I was like, no, like, I mean, he just kind of, you know, he's like he just, yeah. My
You're
issue
playing
is,
him down, dude. You're like, it's the rivalry brewing, and you're like, he's just not on my level.
listen,
you know?
and someone even posted on TikTok like, yo, you should stream with Maj. And I was like, he doesn't want that smoke. My thing is though, like, if I'm gonna debate someone, right? If
Yeah.
I'm gonna debate someone like Maj, like, I want them to actually, I hope he comes back with actual film, right? Because if he comes back with more like, yeah, emotional, like, well, Brock Purdy, if you look at the box score, it only had like 9 incompletions or stuff like that, or like, oh, Christian McCaffrey tipped a pass on his interception. Like, give me something to where it actually like challenges what I'm saying. Why would Mac be worse? Because Mac played a defense just as good. He did better. You know, like, Mac played a defense with more pressure than that. He did better. So it's like, give me something to like chew on. And then, yes, I'd love to stream with someone that can actually challenge me, because I don't really care to be in like a debate. Like, me and my brother Tread, you know, like when we started, we were like, oh yeah, so first things first, when we're starting our show, like, no insult fests. I don't care to get an emotionally. You're an idiot. You don't know what you're saying. Like,
you don't need to be first take, dude.
Yeah,
like,
and even
nobody likes first take anymore. Like,
exactly. Like,
somebody who was on the hate train for forever, like, everybody's moved away from that.
Exactly. So like, if I'm gonna debate someone, because I do think like him and I do have complete opposite views, and it could work very well. But if I'm gonna debate someone like that, like, it needs to be from a place of like good effort debate. My problem isn't with Maj. You know, like, I don't need to insult him. Like,
it's the debate itself, or the lack of debate itself.
Exactly.
That kind of gets you going. And I understand, like, I'm a huge data-driven numbers guy.
Yeah.
I hate to, like, this is, again, basketball is my space, but like, I hate too when people will talk about the eye test in something like basketball, because it's like, no, 99% of you don't even know what you should be watching.
Exactly.
You don't know how to watch the game correctly, and so you just say stuff. Like, we'll get into this conversation a little bit more later, but I'll like tease it right here. When people are talking about like Steph Curry's 3-point record, I'm like, it's going to be broken, and it's not going to take that long. Like, it'll take a full career from now, so it might be 20 years. But that's because the guys that are going to break it are like very young. But statistically, the number of points, the number of threes left on the board from Steph Curry because of early career injuries, because of how many games he's missed recently, and he came into the league at 21 years old. Like, he's not coming in at 18, 19. It's like, you have 6 years of not great play from Steph Curry, or of no play from Steph Curry, where some kid's going to come in at 19 years old and just from day one make 250 3-pointers a year. And like, if Steph Curry had that LeBron longevity of playing, like, again, 23 years since 18 years old, and does it at even a lesser rate than Curry, like, he's going to break the record. So it's a matter of time. But like I said, we can get into that later. But like, it's that same thing where you have to know what you're watching.
Exactly.
And the data has to like track, and people just say stuff, dude.
Exactly. And that's my thing, right? It's like, I'm all about debates, right? I'm an emotional fan. I'm super passionate about the 49ers, shit like that. And I'm very stubborn. Yeah. But if I'm going to debate you, like, I don't want to feel like I'm debating someone that they don't know how to argue it, right? Like, well, like, for example, like, everyone goes, well, look at Brock Purdy's stats. Like, bro, like, you're not showing me anything. Like, just going off of box scores it's not doing anything. Like, I can do the same thing. I can cherry pick stats. I can say, look at how this person's been doing here. Like, I need someone that's actually going to challenge my view. That's where I like that's why I respect debating basketball with you, because like
Yeah.
you could actually challenge my view by giving me something that I don't think about, right? Where it's like it's not the complete norm that I'm gonna run. Like, for example, like we completely disagree on who's the greatest of all time, right? I think it's Kobe.
Yeah.
You think it's Braun. Everyone that's a Braun fan goes, well, Braun's been in more finals. Braun scored a lot of points. It's like, but, and you know, I don't care about that. I care
Yeah.
about quality. But then you come in with quality stuff about LeBron, and it's like, that's a debate I respect. Like, I don't respect someone who, well, he scored more Kareem. Well, LeBron's played 20-something year, 22 years and hasn't had injury issues. Of course he's going to score a shitload of points. Like, that's just a given. And it's like, and it's one of those things where, like, I would love to debate this kid. Like, I think it would be great. I think it'd be great content. But it's like, every time he's really come after me, it's been straight emotionally charged. Like, even when I was tweeting, he was responding to my tweets during the game. It was like, I think it's Kyle Shanahan. It's like, but why? Like,
But it's like, do you want to give it that attention in that respect? Like, because I don't know what like if you're tweeting the same thing in terms of like going to his page to like create engagement. But if somebody was just like, I mean, I have notifications off. Like somebody could, if somebody tweets me and it's literally not like a response to something I've said, like if some random person were to just tweet me, I would genuinely never know. But like there is no way for me to know unless I looked up my name. But like if somebody's just like coming in and just like responding all the time to my stuff, but I like don't care about their opinion, they're never on my feed or I never engage with them. I mean, like, you're kind of chasing me far, like rather than even necessarily my arguments. And I'm not like I don't even know who you are basically.
and that is my thing. Like, you know, we both stream with Grant, so it is.
Yeah.
You know, he has some.
Okay, so
you
you're
know,
like in the same realm.
we're in the same circle, right?
Yeah.
But no, like he isn't really ever on my feed, and that's
Yeah.
the big thing. Is like he's always responding to my tweets, but the issue is, like, I have people that come to my tweets, like Brock Purdy. I call them the Brock Purdy fan club.
Yeah.
And I'll have them come to my tweets and say I'm wrong, but actually give me some substance as to why I'm wrong. Like, there was another guy yesterday. He tried. He wasn't, you know, it was pretty bad. Like, a pretty low effort. Like, he was like, well, here's the scheme, blah, blah. It was like this 4th-and-1 play I'll use, for example, right? Where I'm like, he has his hot, which in football, what a hot is it's basically an installed route if you see pressure or a blitz to get the ball out quick so you don't get hit.
Yeah.
And Purdy missed it. And this guy's argument was, well, look at this play call Kyle Shanahan did. And I was like, yeah, look at the play call. He has a hot wide open. And the guys, well, look at all the other routes. They're super long developments, and those were his progressions, blah, blah. Which, again, that's at least an argument, right? That's not something emotional. It's like, yeah, it is. It was a bunch of long developing routes. The Seahawks sent pressure. Purdy was waiting on those routes to develop and couldn't. Yeah. But then, you know, like, if you know the sport, again, like at a analytical and like a fundamental standpoint, like I coached before, like I know what those routes are made for. A quarterback that like sees long, yes, I see long developing routes. They just sent 6-7 people. This guy's got to be open. So I need to turn down to him. And he didn't, and he did it way too late, and he did it when the pressure hit him instead of looking at it immediately as the pressure's coming.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll say, like, that shit's hard.
For sure.
In general, like, you said, like, he's not a big dude. And some quarterbacks, you know, like, are big guys. But, like, he's not a big dude. And linemen are big fucking dudes.
Yeah, they're big fucks.
like, I'd be terrified. If anything, I'd be that Brady type, not in terms of being as good as him, but, like, I'm going to get a 7-yard throw because I don't want to hold on to this fucking ball.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm going to take the check down on 4th-and-1 because it's right there. It's right next to me. And that's my thing is like that's just the route. That's what you throw. The hot's there. It's always there. When you send pressure, that's what it's designed to do. And if they take away your hot, then you look at the long developing routes and go, oh, I don't have anything. And then pressure yourself. And so it's stuff like that where, like, this is like the 3rd or 4th time I've been asked to debate him because, again, he's I'm assuming I get talked about a few times. and I am like, I'm not trying to make myself sound bigger than I am,
Yeah.
but people know me. They're in his comments like, oh my god, that guy, oh my god, that. They know who I am, so it would be entertaining for sure. But I need someone that I can actually like debate. I don't want to go in there and debate emotional. Like, I don't care to insult people. I do this for fun. Like, this shit's just for fun. This shit isn't that serious to me. Like, people think this is like, I get people like kill yourself, blah blah, all this shit. It's like, it's not
like,
that serious to me.
That's literally like what my pinned tweet is, and I think it like kind of shuts people down because people see it. But it's literally like I tweet a lot, and I've also had my account for forever. But like I tweet a lot, and I was like, "This is my 100,000th tweet. This has to be special." So here we go.
Mhm.
It's all bullshit. It's all
Yeah.
for fun. Twitter is pure entertainment for me, and sometimes the truth isn't as fun as a lie. I would have stopped doing that a long time ago if I didn't fundamentally enjoy it as much as I do. Like, I could go on YouTube, I can enjoy myself, but dude, just getting on Twitter, not even trolling, because like me, I don't just straight up troll and say like pure dumb shit,
Yeah.
but it's just like all engagement bait and just be like just say something that I know is like not the most accurate, but it's gonna be somebody's gonna be like, this guy's a fucking moron, I have to respond.
Yeah.
And it's like, you guys take it too seriously. Like, you think everything is the end of the world.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'll tweet some things like then the quarterback Niners drafted years ago that ended up being awful. Trey Lance.
Yeah.
He was playing in preseason early this year, right? And so when you don't like Purdy, everyone calls you a Trey Lance fan. Like, that's, I guess, the insult. And so in preseason I tweeted, because Trey Lance had like a drive or two where he played well. I was like, oh my god, all right, I'll say it if you won't. Trey Lance should come back to the fort. Like, like I try and troll with like obviously stupid.
No, and that same here. Like you go so far that there's no way you're gonna believe this.
Yeah, and then here's the thing, right? Is people will comment and screenshot that to like, you think it's like, bro, come on. Yeah. Like come on, man.
You have a semblance of like knowledge of what we're talking about. You would know I'm bullshitting.
Yeah, like
it's that not Shannon Sharp. Oh my god, who was it that went? Michael Irvin. He's like, I may be bullshitting, but I am not lying. Like
yeah, bro. Like, it's like, come on, and I'll say things that or sometimes I'll just be like, you know what? This would be an interesting topic to just have the opposite thought process on.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say it and see what happens. And
yeah.
Like, and that's the thing is like, I always look for like quality response, like, because people think like some person like comments before like more comments than likes. That should tell you something. It doesn't though. Yeah. Like, let's think about it this way, bro. They polled a presidential election on Twitter. Like 74% of the votes were for Kamala. You guys do not reflect the majority.
Dude, that's the thing about like literally we could immediately shift this conversation to anything, but like the fact that Twitter thinks they are the overwhelming majority opinion on literally anything, I'm like, you guys, like, yes, a lot of people on Twitter are on Twitter, but so many more aren't, and they do not care. They do not know what's going on. Like, they have no idea.
Bro, yeah, and that's my favorite thing is everyone thinks like, bro, the highest level of coaches don't fucking use their own Twitter. The highest level of scouts don't fucking use their own Twitter.
It's why it's like a thing when guys like Damian Lillard or Kevin Durant or Le'Veon Bell like use their Twitter, because you're like, this is obviously coming from the person. But like, again, a LeBron never tweeting. Tom Brady never tweeting. Like,
yeah, it's
actual guys they all have burner accounts. So, like they if they're interacting as some random dude.
Yeah.
Hiding behind some whatever profile. And I get it. Like, my opinion, if I'm like a mega athlete, immediately has some stupid value placed on it that doesn't allow me to like have a real opinion. Like, it's completely tied to like who I am, and everyone's like, this guy's an idiot or whatever. And it's like, just let me be a regular dude, and you can say I'm an idiot, you could say I'm smart, but like, you just the people that are really talking on Twitter, like they're like, I'm confident that a lot of these guys are on Twitter
for sure.
It's just that they're not using their own account, and their own account is literally a brand account. Like, it's managed by a social media team.
And here's the thing: at the end of the day, bro, it's like when you think, like, if you're again, you don't like people always think they have these gotchas. Like I think gotcha culture is the dumbest shit
Yeah.
because it's like you think you won, and it's like, bro, you didn't even you didn't do anything. You just said some dumb shit. It's like, well, ratio. It's like, yeah,
Dude, the
but
ratios, oh my, like, it doesn't irritate me
morons
getting ratioed,
stick
but
together. Yeah.
acting like that is a valuable, like, insight to be like, you've been ratioed, so you're wrong. I'm like you said, morons stick together. It's like, dude, like, my mom used to say this, and she would say, smart people think alike, but dumb people do too.
Yeah. And here's the thing, bro, especially on Twitter, people will like it just if it's funny. It doesn't
Yeah,
even need to be
exactly.
right. Like I could say like a witty comeback. Like I'll even test on people like, bro, you don't actually think ratios matter. And they'll will. So I'll go to one of their tweets and then ratio them. Like, all right, ratio, you're wrong. It's like it doesn't need to be smart. It just needs to be witty. It needs to be brain
Yeah.
rot. And then they'll be like, oh my God, that's hilarious. I'm liking it. You could say the sky is blue, and I could say like some like the sky is Mia Malkova or some dumb shit. And enough people like it, it's like, well, you're ratioed. Well, that doesn't mean the sky isn't blue.
Yeah.
It just means my tweet got more along with morons. Like,
Well, it's like, do you think, like, again, I don't like these people, so I'm fine dropping names on these people. But like, Stephen A is gonna get more likes on every single tweet than mine. But that dude is like, all those dudes in sports, I think, are genuine fucking morons.
yeah,
Like,
I agree.
Same with like the inside the NBA TNT crew. Like, Shaq and Chuck are gonna get far more likes than I will in my lifetime on like a single tweet.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that they're not fucking morons and that we shouldn't be listening, and we should be listening to their opinion and being like, they played in the NBA, they know everything.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my God,
I
dude.
was-
I hate that argument.
Yeah.
Well, they played. Brother, Michael Jordan, okay, whatever. He is one of, let's just say that, regardless of where you're at in the GO conversation, top 3 greatest player of all time. He was the worst talent evaluator I've
Oh
ever
my
seen.
God.
The worst coaching evaluator I have ever seen. The worst owner possibly in NBA history. Donald Sterling was a better owner than him. This
Donald
dude,
Sterling put together the Lob City Clippers,
brother,
so
this guy thought Michael Kidd Gilchrist was a I'm cooking level pick and then beat him in a one-on-one at 55 years old. You know how, like, and Michael Jordan thought that as some sort of like, oh my God, like I'm putting the fire in this kid. No, that just proved you picked a bum. Like, brother, he was horrible. I don't care if they played before. I don't care if they were a good player before. We just saw Tom Brady's first year as ownership. He thought Geno Smith at quarterback was the answer, and he is awful. He thought Pete Carroll at coach was the answer, and he was awful. I don't care if they played.
There are good talent evaluators from players. But
Sure.
It is an individual skill that is not related to
Exactly. Correlation does not equal causation when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, I think Chris Paul would make a great coach, but I have no idea what he would be like as like a talent scout.
yes.
Like Jerry West, honestly, one of the truly all-time basketball goats, because he was a great player. He was a great GM.
Yes.
And he was a great like scout talent evaluator. Like, he fundamentally understood the entirety of basketball on a level that I've not seen from a single other individual.
Exactly.
And he did it from what, the 50s or 60s all the way to the 2020s. Like,
And
that
that's
dude
rare, dude.
It's like the fact that he's been able to understand basketball for 70 years at this level and like keep up with how it's changed since he's played. Because again, think of like somebody like Shaq or Chuck. They think basketball stopped progressing in the 90s, and so their whole perception of it is like, they're not as good as I was then, and basketball hasn't improved.
Yeah.
And so it's like, so you literally cannot evaluate talent. Like you
And
have
dude,
no idea what to even look for.
Exactly. It's one of those things where it's just like, bro, that is not an argument. Like, dude, that actually is like nails on a chalkboard. It doesn't trigger me because it's right. It triggers me because it's so fucking stupid. Like, it actually is the dumbest shit I could ever hear. Well, he played. Brother, I don't give a fuck. I can show you fit. And that's the other thing is I'll show a player that has a complete contradicting opinion to next player. There's like, well,
Literally.
they didn't play the position. It's like, brother, shut up. Like,
Exactly,
come on.
You're saying they were a player, but you're picking and choosing between the play, like the same players that, or like the same people that try to say these players say LeBron's the GOAT, or these players say Kobe's the GOAT, or these players say Jordan's the GOAT. But it's like, okay, let me show you the other list of 50 players that say this other guy's the GOAT. And now all of a sudden, none of these players' opinions matter.
Yeah, dude. Like, bro, like for example, Joe Montana, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, says Dan Marino's the GOAT. So does that mean his opinion is king? He's this.
If he's already the GOAT, and now he's saying somebody else is the GOAT.
Yeah, like he is this. He was the unanimous best player of all time before Tom Brady took over, but he says Marino's the GOAT. So does that mean Tom Brady isn't the GOAT because he's the best player to give the opinion on who's the GOAT? Like, it's just stupid. I don't care if they played football. I genuinely do not. Yeah. That does not mean Bill Belichick was a bum. He is one of the greatest coaches of all time.
I mean, you need a fat white coach that's truly been in the trenches, and you could kind of say this for all sports. You need a fucking dork and a nerd. Because that's what coaches are. They're like, I was not good enough to play for one reason or another, but I love this shit. And so I am going to just learn every single thing that I can because I can't do it. Like, imagine if I was 6'9" and how I would play this game, and they're coaching that, and then it works. And it's like, this guy would probably be a pretty good player if he had the athleticism or the body to do it, but he doesn't. And so he has put his mind to the game because, again, like, not to shit on football or basketball, but there is just such an athletic requirement, like, for a lot of these positions that 99% of players, especially basketball, that 99% of human beings can just not achieve.
Tom Brady is the greatest example because he just said it on a podcast. He literally just said it, and he was talking basketball because I think he was on with like the Crowder and Ryan Clark. I don't remember who exactly it was, but he's like, because he was talking to some basketball guys, so it might have been with like Steven Jackson too. Okay. He goes, everyone acts like my hard work got me where I am. He goes, that's completely wrong. You have to have a certain level of skill to allow that hard work to take you to the next level. And he brought up guys like Kobe. Like, he's like, it's not like Kobe was some bum, unathletic dude that just worked his way to being great. Like, no, Kobe was still 6'6", ridiculously athletic, dunk champion. So he had a gnarly vertical, like, and then became who he was. Like, and he's like, I'm still like 6'4", 6'5". Like, I'm a big ass dude with a big ass arm.
He's unathletic for an NFL player.
Like, yeah, like it's like he's unathletic compared to like Michael Vick, but he still has the tools to be a lethal quarterback. And he's like, and he said the same about basketball. Like, you can't take someone off the street, like, I'm gonna make you an elite NBA shooter. You still have to be a good shooter at a base level for me to make you a great shooter, and you still have to be a great shooter for me to make you an elite shooter. That's where the work ethic comes in, is taking those tiny percentages. It's not going to make, it's not going to take freaking,
we can't make Julian Newman an NBA player.
Exactly.
Like, people have known about Julian for years because ever since he was 15, he was a baller. Like he's not a bad player. He's just 5'7".
Yeah.
But he never stood a chance.
Like, it's not going to take the Spencer brothers and make them the Morant brothers. Like, you have a ceiling based on your talent level. And this is why people talk about playing their role so well. Like, you need to know how to play your role, because it's like, Danny Green can't become Steph Curry, but Danny Green could be one of the best 3-and-D guys ever.
When it's like Isaiah Thomas, like, again, when people talk about talent in the NBA and then they're like, these guys are better, but they're stuck in the G League. It's like, because they want to be superstars and they're not superstars. Like, you have to be a superstar in your role. Like, that is,
yes.
Like, Austin Rivers has said that. He was undrafted, but you'll hear undrafted guys say that all the time. They're like, you have to be a superstar in your role, because I could go get 40 in a G League game, but an NBA team isn't looking for a guy to get them 40. They got LeBron, they got Luka, they got Giannis, they got whoever they need. They need a guy that can catch the ball in the corner, play good defense, is going to hustle their ass off, and make a difference in a way that a superstar is not responsible for. And so it's like, you need to be a star in your, literally, just like you said, you need to be a star in your role. And if you have the ego, which again, a lot of these guys have egos. I understand it. You don't get to that level without an ego, but you need to be able to temper your ego and be like, I can't do all this, or this isn't how I'm going to succeed at the next level. If I want to succeed, I need to specialize in something and be
Yeah.
really good at that one thing, that nobody can beat me in that one thing, so that they can plug me onto a team so that I can be a contributor.
Yes.
Nobody, again, how many NBA teams need a 40-point guy from the G League? None.
Exactly. It's like you gotta like, and I feel like that's the hardest transition is all these, as in basketball specifically. Like in football, I think it's a little bit easier
because you're already like
because you're already pretty much a role player.
Yeah.
But it's like in basketball, it's like you have these kids that are always, everyone that comes into the NBA that is drafted in the NBA was the best player in their high school team by fucking far.
They've been the best player for their entire life.
Yeah. They were the best player most likely on their college team. If not, they were the second best behind some crazy 5-star like
you're the second best player, but the best player on your team is Cooper Flag.
Yeah. Like, and then they get to a team that's like, you're like the 8th best player here. Because it's like you're not that good. And I feel like that's where basketball players have the hardest time. And we can kind of just transition this into our Curry topic that we had for today. Because we're already pretty much touching on it, which is like you had a tweet. Let me pull it up exactly because I don't want to like misinterpret what you were saying because it was a good tweet. Basically, you said, been saying this for years, between a slow start due to injuries plus a league not wanting him to chuck up 10 a game early in his career, obviously is what you're referring to there. 4,500 3-pointers is going to be the standard for elite shooters. Like maybe it's a little less because that's still a long career, but 3K is going to be a cakewalk and 3,800 will be done by a large handful of guys within the next 15 to 20 years. And this is based off of Anthony Edwards just hit 1,200 3-pointers made. He's the first player in NBA history to make 1,200 threes before turning 25. And Anthony Edwards isn't even considered, I would say, an elite shooter. Would you agree with that?
I think he's a really good shooter, but he takes a lot of threes. And at times he shoots like elite percentages. Like he is becoming a much better shooter. Like I'm not going to act like he is a bad shooter by any means. Like he is a good shooter. He's shooting 40% this year on 8 attempts, like 8.5 attempts. He was a 39.5% shooter last year on 10 attempts. Like he is a good shooter. Do I consider him elite? No, like maybe I'm wrong. And
this person that responded to it was pretty like kind of on your same wavelength, right? They said change the game, but dear God, all Steph's record are going to be dust. And didn't even start a 3 guy, developed it later. Specialists like Khan.
Yeah.
I forgot how to pronounce his last name. Knipple or something.
Knipple, yeah.
Knipple. That's really how you pronounce it?
I believe so.
Okay.
Knipple, I think
Mr.
So.
Nipple is going to rip them apart, which is basically you echoing that, which I completely agree. Anthony Edwards, when he came in the league, was more of like a Kobe type player. He was like a mid-range guy. Yeah.
And it's like, and I'm not even saying that it's going to be Edwards. I'm not saying it's going to be Knipple. Like, it could not be those guys. But it is it'd be so funny if we're just saying his name wrong. But
well, I said Penix for Michael Penix Jr. because his name is spelled Penix. So like, and I was like, everyone was like, "Whoa, pause! It's Penix." I'm like, bro, Penix and Knipple. Like, come on, bro. We got to get some better names.
But it's like the thing. Like, I'm not saying it's going to be these guys. But again, and again, Curry's at like 4,200 or something. So like he's at an absurd like pace. It's just that, like I said earlier, he came into the league at 21. He missed a bunch of games. He has had 2 seasons where his highest, like he had one season where he made 15 threes, I believe, or like 10 or 15, and another where he hit 55. And then he's had a couple others where he's below 200. Like, yes, he has had a 400 season. Like, that's absurd.
Oh yeah, dude, Nipple's breaking that record. I just saw a picture of him. Yeah, he's breaking that record.
But like, if somebody hits 400 threes just once or even twice in their career, which again sounds insane, it is insane. Like that is the hardest Steph Curry 3-point record to break, 400 in a season. But
didn't Clay almost break it though?
There's been like Harden had like 370, I think. Like, but if somebody just manages to do that twice in their career, and again, this is at a time where they were taking like 30 threes a game. They're now taking 40 to 42 threes a game. If all of a sudden somebody hits 400 threes just twice in their career. Again, absurd number.
Yeah.
But they do that twice. He's at 800, and you're all of a sudden you're like, well, this guy just hit 1,200 threes, and he's 23 years old. But like, do you not think that that's going to happen? And again, it's just the same thing with like Michael Jordan of saying nobody can ever be better than this player.
Well,
And it's like, based off of what? Like, you're saying, like, you're telling me that the game is never going to progress. Like, I genuinely believe that the only way that Curry's record is not broken is if they introduce a 4-point line and the 3-point
Yeah.
becomes devalued.
Yeah.
Like, you literally have to change the way the game is structured on a rules basis to either take away the corner 3 or to add a 4-point line. Like, that's the stuff that'll prevent the 3-point record from being broken.
Well, okay. Let's think about it this way. So I just looked up Nipple, and so on his current pace, right? And he's just a rookie this year. So he's not even
20 years old. So he did start younger than Curry.
They haven't even really found his, in my opinion, it's the opposite argument. Like, they haven't even started being like, all right, we need to feed this fuck. Right? So he's already got 122 in 34 games. So that's about 3.5 a game, a little bit more. If you just go on this pace, the rookie pace where he wasn't getting as much playing time at the start of the year, he's not getting fed like he's going to be fed the rest of his career.
Basically, because I see where you're going. You're basically assuming he also never improves.
Exactly. If he just stays at his rookie pace and his rookie three-pointers, he is at 287 threes made this year.
Yeah.
So, and you just times that by a 10-year career of this, he's already about at 3,000, which being a 3-point being a 3-point shooter, exactly. That's him at 30. So, like, bro, you're right. That record, this guy is, even at worst, he's just going to be another Kyle Korver that. Oh, wait. Maj just, real quick, Maj just put in our YouTube stream, Lil Bro got his stitches, still got his stitches off. I don't know how to turn them on. I tried turning them on. You're overthinking this. You're thinking I'm doing more than I am.
Go back to the beginning of the pod.
Go back. Yes, we addressed this already. I don't know how to turn them back on. I turned them as on as I could. But Maj, I'll DM you because I think we should just do a show. But again, we talked about the start of the pod. I would go back to my Kyle Korver, Mr. Nipple.
Yeah.
This guy's on pace to be, like, at worst, a Kyle Korver, which, bro, if Kyle Korver played in today's NBA, he'd have broken Steph's record.
Look, and like, do you not think if Ray Allen came 4 years after Steph Curry that he'd hit 4,000 threes? Like, at least 4,000 threes.
Yeah.
This man had almost 3,000 playing in a pace where they were literally taking half the amount of threes, and he hit almost 3,000. And it sounds absurd because only 2 people have over 3,000. So it does sound absurd. I realize that. But it is basic math to be like, and here's the other thing, because I like was kind of deep diving in this and I go into it on some of these tweets. But like, one, we already know technology is getting better. Like medical technology is getting better. Players are going to recover faster. Like the fact that Kyrie and Jason Tatum might come back this year off like what 8 years ago is borderline career-ending injuries is insane. But not only that, this what I'm about to say I think is the biggest, like the hardest thing to overcome. But we have players in the NBA who are going to make $1 billion off of NBA contracts alone. They are going to make $100 million in a single year. And you're telling me you are 33 years old, 35, 36 years old, and you're going to be like, you know what? I'm good on that. I don't want $100 million to play 82 games of basketball. But like again, it will take a structural change. Maybe they shorten the season to 65 games, and all of a sudden we lose 20 games a year.
Yeah, and that's not even an insult to Curry, by the way, us saying his record's going to be dust.
No, it's literally because of Curry.
Yeah, he changed the landscape of basketball to where it's going to be a feat that's like, bro, and now that I'm looking at it, Curry's never played 82 games. So that's another thing is he's missing, like your argument said, he's missing so many games that, like, bro, like, look at this. So, like, His first 3 years, he was at 2 3-pointers made a game. So
Huge improvement just right there.
Nipples already above that. And then he goes to 3.5, 3.3, 3.6. Nipple is already there. So the first 6 years of Curry's career of 3-pointers, Nipple's already there on his rookie year.
He is starting earlier. Like
exactly.
20, also his birthday is in August, so it's the very start of the season. As opposed to like if his birthday was at the end of the season, like, and he's basically 21, like that's a different thing. But like he comes into the season at like basically a teenager.
And bro, his career average is 4.
Yeah.
Nipple's rookie average right now, as it stands, because he's only played 34 games, it could still go up to 4, is 3.6. He is not far off Curry's career average as a rookie. Like,
all acknowledge it is hard to average 4 threes a game for 15, 16 seasons. Like that is absurd and impressive. And do I expect any player to match the 5.1, 4.1, 4.2, 5.1, 5.3 seasons that Curry has? Not really.
I kind of do.
There's a lot of guys where like there's a lot of room for improvement on his low average seasons. And again, even there, like in the last 8 years, he has played 74 games once. He's played 70 games after that. And then he's played 60 or less 70 or less ever since. And again, that's a season with 5, a season with 56. Like, again, there was a lockout shortened season, which also helps. Like if there's no lockout, there's probably going to be a lockout.
And I agree with you. I think the only thing stopping this record from being like basically how we look at Reggie Miller's record now is a shortened season, which I could see happening because no NBA players are like wanting to play the full season anymore, which I in my opinion is kind of a bummer, but whatever.
There are valid things, but like we kind of started this whole thing with is that like it will take a structural change to be like, well, nobody's doing it anymore. We've kind of gated the fact that this is possible now.
Yeah. Like this is going to be Reggie Miller, bro, because every kid nowadays, they don't want to be LeBron. They want to be Steph.
I've coached basketball and my goodness, it's either like it's not bad analytics wise. They either take layups or threes, but like they go in we did this like as kids, so it's not that surprising that it's happening. But like you go in the gym, they're not taking layups; they're immediately shooting threes.
Yeah,
and like that is what they practice. That is what they shoot.
I mean, that's what I shot because I was damn near lethal, baby. My nickname was Knockdown. I didn't miss.
But like it's just is like these guys just shoot. This is all they do. They're so much like again. The level that they're going to come in as shooters, there was some college kid. I don't remember who it is, or I don't even think he's in college anymore. I think he plays for the Wizards, but he has been an absolute
Wizard Harry.
From 3, and he's just draining buckets from the logo like it's nothing.
Just real quick, guys, just so you know, because Mitchell scoffed at me being knocked down, I'm undefeated against him in basketball games.
Okay.
I am literally undefeated. He has never beat me. So I'm just going to throw that out there
we were on
undefeated.
Undefeated. We were on the same team. I was playing for 2 teams at the same time.
Yeah. Here's an excuse.
Was trash. Straight up garbage. And our team, like you will admit this, our team was stacked. You, me, Matt, Mason. Like that we would have beat every high school team that we had in our city.
Who'd you say first? You said you, because I am knocked down.
No, I said me, you.
No, you said you, me, Matt, Mason, because who was a superstar? And again, I'm 2-0 against you because 4th grade Timberwolves, the Anteaters, curb stomped you guys. Just saying, I'm undefeated. Undefeated.
Who you were like a 6th pick. My coach traded his own son to make sure he had me. Like, and I say that seriously. Like, he literally didn't have TJ on the team because he was like, I want Mitchell.
Knockdown. That's all I'm gonna say. Undefeated.
Another high school coach. He literally gave up his second round pick to make sure he got me. And I was like, that's cool, but fuck you for taking the fact that I can have a good team.
I'll tell you this much, boys. Mitchell ain't never gonna beat me. I'm undefeated. But yeah, back
I
to
never
this.
lost.
Back to this. Who is this guy? What's his name? Is it Bub Carrington? I hope it is because his name is awesome. Yeah, he's
The guy
20
who I
years
was
old. Yeah, the guy who you're talking about. Bub.
I think it is. Like this dude was
His name is lit.
knocking down.
He only averages
I
7
think- I
points a
think it
game
is.
though.
But his career high 32. I think he's been doing more. So he's not a rookie. He was playing last year, but like this dude, I just saw it on TikTok. But like the threes he was hitting were unbelievable. I'm trying to find because I know some of these places have like distance. You know.
Yeah.
Where the hell is this? Okay, from from 16 feet out, like he's I genuinely don't understand this.
Yeah, I don't either.
But he's like 44% from beyond 16, 36 from 30. Dude, I know like the NBA or someplace literally has like heaves and not like heaves as in like beyond whatever, but they'll have like 25 feet plus. Um, and this dude like he's a solid shooter. Um, but I don't know. It's hard to do in the moment without a team looking this up for me, you know?
Yeah, but that's basically what we're saying, guys. Is Steph Curry is trash. Everyone else is going to be able to do this in a few minutes. Yeah.
Steph Curry is like, he's like the Kim Kardashian. He's hot in the moment. He was the first one to make a sex tape. Everybody thinks he's hot, but then all of a sudden, all these OnlyFans girls pop up and they're showing up on Poppy's, like doing stuff all the time, a bunch of dates, and you're like, well, this is just the girl next door at this point.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better. So we have another topic we want to talk about, and it was, I cannot believe this is actually a thing. The New York Jets are the first team since 1933. So since the forward pass basically wasn't even a thing, to go an entire season without an interception.
Is that they did this in what is now a 17-game season as to opposed to a 16-game season.
Not only a 17-game season, but where quarterbacks are throwing it like 40 times a game.
And not only that, but because I'm not in touch with this stuff. Not only that, they are 3-14.
Oh yeah, they're terrible.
They are ass.
And you want to know the last time it happened? The NFL passing leader in 1933 had 973 passing yards. This guy quite literally wasn't throwing the ball ever.
and you know they were just like tossing it 4 yards forward and then they were running it for 20 yards.
I'm pretty sure that's back when it was a whites only league and you were literally playing against plumbers playing part-time. Like
100%.
Like this is like, and here's the thing, right? So the coach is a rookie coach, Aaron Glenn. Apparently the Jets are keeping this guy. Mitchell, this guy, here's the kicker of all of this. This guy is a defensive specialist coach. This defense, the past 3-4 years, has been a top 3 to 5 defense. Even as bad as their team has been, their defense has been legitimately elite. And they not only didn't get an interception, they traded away all their good players to rebuild, and they still suck. Like, obviously, you're going to suck after trading away all your good players, but they sucked ass before that, too. Their defense was atrocious before that. Like, and this guy's somehow staying on the team. 2 teams have already fired coaches, which is not surprising. The Browns fired their coach, Kevin Stefanski, who's a 2-time coach of the year. But honestly, it was undeserved as hell. And then,
you know what's even crazier? Like
what
I'm realizing or looking at is that their opponent's average completion percentage is 65%. Like top players in the league are pushing close to 70. You know, their completion percentage is 60%. So there's a lot more opportunity for the other team to get the ball there. Like, and they're still, I don't know. They're not making the worst decisions imaginable, apparently.
They're terrible, man. How you don't get an interception as a defense is scary. Like, that's legitimately awful. I don't know how this guy still has a job. I don't know how you're a defensive specialist and your team sets a record that quite literally hasn't been done since it was a part-time hobby. But Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of wild to break a record that hasn't been broken
Wait,
in
hold
a.
on. Am I I might have been misunderstanding this record. Um, was it that they haven't caught a interception, or not that they
Yes.
hadn't thrown one?
Oh, no, no,
Oh,
no. They haven't
I
caught
thought
one.
this whole I thought this whole time it was that they hadn't thrown one. And I was like, that's fucking impressive.
Oh,
That they
no, no,
hadn't
no.
caught one
It
is
was not
not impressive.
impressive. No,
Okay,
no.
I was dude. This whole time I'm like, holy shit, they were fucking 3-14 and didn't throw an interception. These guys might be the greatest team ever. Like,
Nope, they threw plenty. They could not
okay,
get
that
one
makes
back.
that makes more sense. That's actually insane. Glad
Yeah.
we cleared that up, but that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know when the last time. Let's see. Last time. Go to Google. When is the last time a quarterback has not thrown an interception in a season? I'm genuinely
Definitely
curious.
Not me and Madden, because I'd be throwing 5 or 6
Oh,
every year.
no quarterback has ever thrown 0 interceptions in a full modern season.
Yeah, what about guys that didn't play all season? You know,
Aaron Rodgers had a 402 pass attempt streak,
golly.
but that's it. That was the most, which is still crazy.
Yeah, no, that's absurd. Like, because that's like half a season basically. Like, and then at the time it was probably more than half a season.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, no, that's why that record. Why I was like, wow, they are awful. Is yeah, they haven't caught one as a team, which is crazy.
That just one doesn't just fumble your way, you know, like not even intentionally, just like maybe some pocket pressure comes, the quarterback's throwing off his back foot.
Oh, I'm
or
sure they've had
maybe
something hit their hands. It's just
yeah,
they
like,
didn't
like,
come up with it.
They're playing out there like some I can't even say a high schooler. A high schooler would probably catch one, like if it was thrown to them.
I'll tell you what, you put me back there, I'm catching something.
Like exactly. Like you put me, I'm not going after the defense. I'm gonna get run the fuck over. I'm gonna play for the ball every time.
Like, dude, I'll tell you, yeah, the NFL season's officially over. I know you're technically a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. You guys won
made the playoffs.
Yeah, that game was
that.
absurd.
You said Mike Tomlin was a bum, but look where we're at, baby. Division champs, playoffs.
On a missed field goal, it was pretty impressive.
Yeah, you don't know about our ability.
No, you know what's funny?
Wake and be the avatar.
No, you know what is funny? The end zone at which, this is a fun fact, the end zone at which the kicker missed the game winning field goal was the end zone that they had a priest spraying holy water on it pre-game.
I didn't know that happened. I saw the priest spraying holy water, but through all things,
dude, it was the same end zone, and I was like, obviously, it's probably it's not because of that.
Well, we
but
all know that God is a Steelers fan. Okay.
Yeah. So if God's a Steelers fan, he's pissed up there with how they've been playing the last decade and a half. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of nuts. But wow, what a bummer if you're the Ravens. Losers. That's all I'm gonna say. Playoffs start next week, which is gonna be fun, and then we're stuck with basketball. That sucks.
Did you have any fantasy leagues going on? How did those go well?
No, I didn't do any fantasy this year. I kind of took it off this year, unfortunately.
See, so what you need to do next year is like you podcast with Grant podcast with like a bunch of different people. You need to get Grant to put together a fantasy football league.
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
Because think about it. Like that is straight up content, and whoever's like dominating there gets to be like, I know ball better than you.
I completely agree. I actually completely agree.
Like, and I don't even think you do it for money. I think you do it for clout in some way. That like, imagine the loser has to promote like everybody's podcast the entire season or something. Or like
I just
the
think
winner just gets like free promo on everybody else's podcast, or like like you just have to have a logo like somewhere in it that's like this guy won our league.
I think it would be a fun idea to get everyone in to a fantasy league. I think it would be super fun, especially for bragging rights. Yeah, but soon we're stuck with basketball and the Lakers that are just their point differential is 0.1, Mitchell.
It's actually 0, I believe. I was seeing that earlier, but LeBron also second all time in assists. GOAT. Unarguable. It's been inarguable for years, but inarguable once again. Nobody's doing it like him.
I saw JJ even say like he doesn't even know what's going on, which kind of sucks to hear from your coach. Like,
Dude, they've just won. They beat the Grizzlies back to back, and LeBron and Luke have been cooking.
I just,
And what's his name? Laravia had a baller game last
what
night.
do you think they're like? Do you think they're gonna make a move?
I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. They like. I don't think it's a bad idea, but like I just
What do they even have to
it,
give besides
like they
Reeves?
have stuff, but it's just I did hear that they wanted to go for Dylan Brooks. That they wanted to be like
Why?
it was Rui, um somebody else and Dylan Brooks. For Dylan Brooks, which gives him some defense. I don't know.
It's not a needle mover though.
Yeah, I have no idea. Like I don't think it's the worst case scenario, but I also like Dylan Brooks is a dog, so like having that is solid. Like I
Yeah.
like Rui a lot, but he is kind of like quiet competitor kind of thing, you know?
I like, dude. You just kind of gotta pray that Giannis requests a trade. Like, I want to win. I'm over it. Like, because then Jokic ain't requesting a trade because they're popping
Well,
off.
he just got injured. He's out for a couple weeks, I believe.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
you can force a trade. Like, I don't know, man. It's like, man, this is what's lame about basketball. It's so hard to make these big moves happen. Like straight needle mover middle season
Like
moves.
during the season, 100%. Like it's
Yeah, postseason like it's a lot easier, but because like they in the NBA they don't really value like picks. It's not like you'd be like, oh, we'll give you 2 firsts for Giannis. Like in the NBA, it's like we'll give you
it
8.
depends. I mean, that's how like both. That's how the Thunder are like
Like,
going
be
against
real.
each
How many
other.
first round picks do you think it would take to get Giannis for like a Reeves? What,
For
8?
the Lakers, every
Yeah.
single one they have.
Yeah. So what, like 8?
I don't even think the Lakers have that. I don't like. They've been trading picks away like.
Let's
their
see.
dog.
How many first round picks do the
Oh, dude! As we were
Lakers-
saying earlier, by the way, Boogie Cousins thinks that the Lakers should trade Austin Reeves for Dylan Brooks, and
What?
as we know,
Former player. He knows what he's
yeah,
talking about.
So he's obviously right. Like, there's no reason for us to argue this. Austin Reeves needs to get the fuck out of there.
For
Dylan Brooks, you were a Laker. Like,
Lakers have.
we know that former players never say anything.
Okay, so the Lakers have a 2026, 2028, 2030, 2031, 2032. So we have 5. We can give for 5 of them.
For Giannis, just give away AR, Rui Hachimura, literally whoever else you need to. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Giannis doesn't want to be. I love how Giannis, when he was like, because he's been in trade rumors this whole season, and he's like, I've not requested a trade once. I've not spoken about it. If that's coming out of my camp, that's my camp's doing. That's not me. It's like, yeah, dude. Your camp doesn't talk for you.
Breaking news, since we're talking about former players, the Raiders have officially fired head coach Pete Carroll. Tom Brady, with an excellent pick, just had to fire his head coach the first year he was there.
Miss him as a
Seemingly Hall of Fame coach.
USC coach.
Pete Carroll was goated when he was cheating his ass off. I can't even lie.
Alabama of the West or Georgia of the West.
Yeah, he was cooking. But so I just wanted to throw that out there. Yeah, guys, former players are just, it doesn't matter. That doesn't mean they know the sport. It means they're better players than your average human being. It means they like Tom Brady, if I'm lined up behind center and have to, read a coverage, sure. He's not, it doesn't mean he's a better talent evaluator. It's completely different. I mean, like, for real, So, yeah, don't use that argument anymore. I don't really have a fantasy debate for us today, Mitchell.
Neither do I. But
do you want to look some? Let me see.
See, we got 25 people watching on Twitter. Seemingly, one of them can.
Yeah, someone give us something. Let's see. New Year's fantasy debate. I'll ask our boy.
We could say New Year's is New Year's bullshit or not?
Oh, actually,
like,
this is a good one. This is a good one because we've been talking a lot about sports, so it kind of fits the theme for today.
All right, let's see it.
Would you rather your favorite team win a Super Bowl / championships? It's your basketball. Win one championship and suck for 10 years, or be playoff contenders every year but never win it all. Basically, be the Steelers.
I have said this is like a good discussion. I don't think it'll be like much of a debate. Like I just don't think you'll take the other side. But like I have said that the worst possible place to be, like in the NBA, for example, is the Atlanta Hawks of
Yes.
like the 2010s, where
Yes.
they were consistently a third or fourth seed every year, but we knew that they weren't championship contenders.
Yeah.
Like that, because you're not bad enough to get a draft pick. You have to pay a lot of players to keep them around to stay good, but fundamentally, none of them are good enough to get you over the hump. And you would have to make a leap. Like for example, when they had like Teague, Josh Smith, Joe Johnson, and like Kyle Korver, and like when they had that team that had literally their core starting five all be all stars, and then also win that like Player of the Month award, where they're like it's just the whole collective wins the Player of the Month. Unless you move like a Joe Johnson and a Josh Smith for LeBron, which like nobody would like
Have done.
Cleveland wouldn't have done, or Miami wouldn't have done, whatever team he was on at that point. But like if you had done that, like the Hawks become a championship caliber team, but like Cleveland wouldn't have been a championship caliber team in that first stint if that's who it was. Like Miami with Wade, Bosch, Joe Johnson, and Josh Smith is probably still like a contender.
Yeah.
But like the Hawks with LeBron on the team become a championship contender. Like in the NBA, again, the I will say it's different in the NBA than the NFL, because in the NBA you kind of do need a top 5 talent. Like if you don't have a top 5 talent, your odds of competing for a championship are damn near zero.
I would
Like-
say nowadays in football, you need someone that's top 5 on your team. Because if you think about it, I mean, the Eagles.
It's a lot of Patrick Mahomes. There was,
You have the Eagles last year that won. They had top 5 players all over the place. Chiefs, yeah, Patrick Mahomes. For that, you had Tom Brady
Like
and the
Brady,
Bucks.
yeah.
It's top 5. So yeah, I'd say it's the same with football. You need someone top 5 at something.
Yeah, like, and it's just again like basketball, and a single individual has a larger impact than
For
football,
sure.
just because there's less players. But it's like if you just look at the last however many years of basketball, you've got Giannis, you've got LeBron and AD, you've got Shea, you've got Jokic. The closest to not top 5, which like these people would debate me, but would be Celtics with Tatum and Brown. But like their team was unreal. You could go to the Raptors, but Kawhi probably like hovering top 5 player. Also, they got lucky with 2 major injuries to the Warriors. Like if that didn't happen, they wouldn't have won, even if the Raptors were playing their ass off. Then you have Curry, LeBron, Curry, Tim Duncan, not top 5 at that point. When San Antonio won in 2014, Kawhi not top 5, but again, you have an all-time great roster. Then LeBron, Dirk was definitely top 5 at least in that playoff run.
Brother, that playoff run was insane that he won.
Like you,
the teams that dude had to beat.
You genuinely have to go all the way back to 2004 with the Pistons. They clearly do not have a top 5 guy. But then you take out that team, like now you're going back to
that Mavs run has to be the greatest championship run ever, right?
100%. Like
he beat the Lakers. He beat the Thunder.
Swept the Lakers. Beat the Thunder, who were still up and coming, but they were still the Thunder. Like beat the Heat. Like beat the Blazers. No. Yeah, I don't know. Blazers, Lakers, Thunder, Heat, I believe. And I mean, Dirk was unfucking believable. I remember playing one of those 2Ks with friends in high school, and I literally just picked Dirk and the Mavs, and I just post faded for
Yeah,
56 points and beat
he
them.
4-2'd the Blazers.
Yeah.
Then they
4-0'd the Lakers.
then they-
defending champs, by the way.
Yeah, they 4-0'd the defending champs, 4-1 the Thunder, and then
Yeah.
4-2'd the Heat.
And they were down 2-0 on the Heat. So like they essentially swept them. Like
Dirk
they were
was
moving.
sicko mode this series, bro.
And they did that without Caron Butler for like that whole playoff run.
Damn.
Like I'm not gonna act like they're a bad team. They were a legitimately good team. They were old, but like they had a lot of talent. They
Well,
were smart players. They filled out their roles. Like
Dwayne Wade said
came up with perfect team.
basically the issue was JJ Barea, which I remember watching him during that finals run, and I was like, bro, is this guy just the greatest? Like he
He
didn't
was all over. Like
Yeah,
people say it's like just LeBron. Like he did that the entire playoffs.
like and JJ Barea, like he didn't like he only averaged like 9 points a game. But it was
Yeah.
like he was such an impact. Like his 9 points were all impact points, like when you needed them.
It was like to literally put this in perspective of where like people will say LeBron gets all the credit for their wins. When they beat the Warriors in 2016, Matthew Dellavedova was an incredible piece for limiting Steph Curry.
Yes.
Like you look at the stat, you're like Matthew Dellavedova didn't fucking do anything, but he was a key piece. Like you,
If
have
you
to
watched,
have
yeah.
remember,
Yeah.
and it's like it's the exact same thing. Like a guy that's not going crazy, not doing wild stuff, but it is
Role
an
players win
integral part.
championships.
Yes, and I've been saying that for years. I will never say that LeBron single-handedly carried the Heat because oh my god, the games that it took from like Mike Miller, Rashard Lewis,
Ray Allen.
Mario Chalmers, Ray Allen, Shane Battier. Like these guys would literally go off. Like one of them would go off like every night for like anywhere from 18 to 25 points. Like they would just get hot.
Even
like,
Birdman had his moments where you're like,
Yeah.
is this guy the best center in the league?
Yeah,
Like-
I that is like my team when it comes to like 2K. Like if I'm building a team, it is basically that team where like you've got a creator like Wade, you've got LeBron who can do it all, and then you just surround that team with fucking shooters. Like that just are lights out and you try to
Rashard
play
Lewis.
that small ball. Dude, love Rashard Lewis. Dude,
He's-
that's another team we can get into like another time. But the Supersonics with Ray Allen and Rashard Lewis in today's game would be fucking absurd. Like, those guys were some snipers at the time, and like in the
at the
modern
time,
game,
yeah,
but,
they
like,
were
that's
lethal.
basically Kevin Durant and Steph Curry on the same team. Like
Yeah, they
bu-
couldn't miss.
before the 3-point revolution.
Yeah, that Heat team. That's why I think it was so. I mean, it was embarrassing as hell for LeBron. But
He genuinely played awful, but I do think it. helped
that's
him
why
for
it
the
was
rest of his career.
so like crazy how the Mavs beat them because they were not even close to as good on paper. Like it wasn't even debatable. Their second best player was Jason Terry. Like
I mean, they have a good roster. Like again, they're old, but Jason Kidd, Jason Terry, Dirk Nowitzki, Sean Marion, Tyson Chandler, JJ Barea, Deshaun Stevenson, not a bad player. Caron Butler, again, didn't play much in the playoffs, but he was there. Peja Stojakovic, and then they had a handful of other guys. Plus, they had Corey Brewer. He dropped 50 in a game. Can't be
Like,
that bad,
they were a good team, but they were nowhere near the Heat. That Heat team was crazy. Like everyone was going there too. Like Shane Battier at the time was a huge piece for the Grizzlies, and he's like, "All right, I'm going to the Heat to be a role player." And then Rashard Lewis was like one of the Magic's best players. He's like, "I'm gonna go over there too." And it was like,
he was kind of old at that point, but yeah,
they were just
still
getting everyone.
good players.
It was like, damn, all right, and no one wants to go anywhere but the Heat. And I will
They
say
didn't
though,
have Rashard Lewis yet. They didn't have him yet.
I will say though, the Mavs pissed me off that year because that was the only year we could have gotten freaking LeBron Kobe. That was so annoying.
Well, no, we also could have got, and people could shit on LeBron for this.
Oh, the
but,
year the
like,
Magic went?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the
that one
like,
too.
that one just pissed me off. Not even because they ended up losing, but the Magic shot lights out against the Cavs. Like the Cavs would play.
What was that?
amazing
2010?
defense. Yeah, 2009, 2010. The Mavs would the Cavs would play unbelievable defense, and then the Mavs would just make some fucking
Jameer
incredible
Nelson was
threes.
just stupid.
like Rashard. They just made unbelievable threes, and then they play the Lakers, and I'm just watching them miss wide open three after wide open three, and I'm like,
Yeah, the
you guys had
Magic
just
swept
played-
the Charlotte Bobcats that year.
yeah. And I was like, if you guys had just played to the level that you played against Cleveland,
Or wait,
I
no,
would
that
have been
wasn't.
like, this is a good series, and I'm like against the Lakers, and it would have been a great series. But they genuinely just missed everything. Like, and again, if you watch the games, like it's not defense. Like, so they shot 33% from three in the finals.
Wait,
the
yeah,
Ma-
that was
the
the year the
Magic did.
Magic actually took out the Celtics 4-3, and then, oh yeah, that's why everyone's like, finally, this is it, LeBron, Kobe, and
They
then
shot 41% against the Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference Finals, and then they shot 33% against the Lakers. And I'm like, I'm not even.
well, bro, Rashard Lewis shot 50% from three against the Cavs.
Yeah, like what the
Like-
fuck are we supposed to do?
Michael Pietrus shot 47%.
I'm telling you, like it
It's
fucking pissed me off.
unsustainable as hell.
I was like, what are we doing here? Can we fucking get this guy out of the league, out of the game?
I think everyone also realized that's why everyone's like, oh yeah, the Lakers won a free ring, because it was just so unsustainable how they were shooting. Like, let me see.
Like Michael Peaches, 33% the next series. Rashard Lewis still 40%, but it was Hito Turkoglu. He was still shooting 44, but Rafer Alston,
Yeah.
16%. Courtney Lee, 18%. Reddick actually balled out and had 45% from three. Didn't take a lot of them, but
I could
Jameer
not.
Nelson, 17%. Like, fuck off, dude.
Yeah, Jameer Nelson was like him against the Cavs, and then he sucked absolute ass cheek.
Yeah,
Against-
and I would love to give credit to the Lakers defense for it, but like I genuinely would watch and they'd be left wide the fuck open and just miss it. And I was just like, dude, if you guys had just hit these shots, I wouldn't even feel heartbroken about like Cleveland not getting there, because like you beat them, you shot unbelievable. It pissed me the fuck off, but like it was
Dwight
really-
Howard was also him that series. This dude was
oh,
like,
he was
he averaged 26 and 13. Like, they could not. The cat. I mean, and in
the
LeBron's, I
Lakers
guess,
had a better
defense.
matchup for him. Like the
Yeah,
Lakers-
in LeBron's defense, bro, you had Ilgauskas, who was good. He was a serviceable big man, but he was
Yeah.
not touching prime
What
Dwight.
he's also 33 versus a 23-year-old Dwight. Like you are a
People
17-year-old
forget how
big man.
gross Dwight was.
Oh, 100%. Like that dude was not a ton of a post game, but
Bro, even in the
didn't
finals,
need it.
he averaged 15-15. Like, he was
Yeah.
still, like, he couldn't
Mhm.
score as well because you had Bynum and
Bynum
Powell,
and
but
Gasol, and people underrate Powell's defense, honest to God.
yeah. Powell, okay, here's my thing about Powell that always pissed me off as a Laker fan. Powell was soft as baby shit until the playoffs. All of a sudden in the playoffs, this dude was like a brick wall. But then during the regular season, it was like he got bullied by everyone. I don't know what it was about the playoffs, but this dude was like, oh yeah, now I'm going to become just the alpha male of alpha males.
Dude, this dude Dwight actually had yes, he scored 10 less points a game, but he only averaged a block a game against the Cavs. He averaged 4 a game.
Yeah,
against the
bro.
Lakers.
He was,
Like,
I mean, the
he's
big
like,
thing,
I'm
the
not gonna
biggest,
score, but I'm gonna do everything else.
the biggest thing in that series is the Magic just didn't have an answer for Kobe. Like, they didn't have anyone
didn't.
for Kobe.
And they just couldn't shoot. Like genuinely, they just couldn't shoot.
Like, bro, Kobe literally was averaged 32 a game. He averaged 32, 5, 7, a steal, and a block. The dude could do no wrong that series. Like, they didn't have an answer for it. Because, I mean, think about
it's
it.
crazy. Like Rashard Lewis averaged 18 that series, but in a 5-game series, his high was also 34, which means he was probably putting up fucking 10 in
Yeah.
like 2 of the other games.
Like, Kobe was just, I mean, literally, Kobe just could not be stopped. You couldn't stop him.
Yeah.
And when you have a player like, again, you need, like we said about Matthew Dellavedova, who is an answer for Curry, you have to have someone, even if it's a role player, that can try and limit a superstar. If you're just going to let a superstar like Kobe, LeBron, Curry go off for 32, 5, 7. If that's their stat line in a finals, you
Well-
probably lost the finals.
Well, you know what's absurd about LeBron? Like, I'm looking at this now because I hadn't even looked. 38 and a half a game, 8.3 rebounds, 8 assists, 1.2 steals, 1.2 blocks. He's doing it on 49%. Not great from the 3-point line. But this dude was getting fucking buckets. And it just didn't fucking matter.
Yeah, I mean, they just didn't have an. Again, it's the same thing about Kobe or LeBron, but with Dwight Howard. If you're going to let someone just absolutely on top of them, like, because that's the big issue, right? Is Dwight Howard is absolutely feasting, so you have to focus on him, and then
Yeah,
you leave
they just
these
short
3-point.
shooters.
Yeah, their shooters are now shooting 50% from three, pretty much. Like all their main
Yeah.
shooters, it's like, yeah, you're cooked. Like you just don't know. You can't do
There's
anything.
literally nothing you can do.
And like LeBron's shooters, like Mo Williams shot what 37, Delonte West
He
shot
did well, but,
31.
like, nobody else did well. Like, Daniel Gibson's he's not shooting enough for his 50% to matter. Same with
Delonte West was busy with LeBron's mom. You know, like he needed to focus up.
That's why he got on the fucking streets, dude.
Even LeBron, like, and this is the thing I'll say. Like, I always say this. Like, people take it as a slight to LeBron when it isn't. If LeBron could shoot threes in his early 20s and mid 20s, like he shoots now, like even this series, he shot 29%. Brother, if he shot the around 40% he shoots now, this dude would have been unstoppable. He would have dead ass averaged 50 something points a game. It would have been legitimately he would have been an unstoppable player.
Could
Oh,
you
God.
imagine?
Dude, he'd be able to do everything. Like,
He'd have
broken Kareem's record
6 years ago.
yeah, like, and we talked about Curry's 3-point record. To get into this a little bit, like, I think LeBron's record is harder to beat because he's averaged 27 for his career for 22 years.
Oh,
and he's
LeBron's
barely missed
record, yeah,
games.
is
But,
way harder to beat.
Like, even if you say, well, they're gonna make far more threes than he did, it's like, again, you still have to average 27, and you can miss what 10 games a year on average, maybe. Like,
Yeah, think about
and
it.
you're gonna
All you have
play
to do
for
is
25 years.
all you have to do is average 4 threes made a game. So you have to average
Yeah.
12 points a game to beat Curry's record. That's
Yeah,
that is completely doable by any 3 and D player in the NBA.
yeah, like, it's the LeBron record is untouchable. Like
I think it is untouchable, especially with load management. Their NBA's my assumption is they're going to shorten the season at some point within the next few years.
And again, if they do, Curry's record is also untouchable. Like, those records will be untouchable if they shorten it. Like,
Yeah.
again, that's 100 less games in 5 or 6 years. Like,
Yeah.
your total records are cooked.
So, but it's like LeBron's record, like even just with load management nowadays, like
Yeah.
very rarely does a player ever play 82
Like
games.
75 games. Yeah.
Yeah, even 75. LeBron, like I'm just gonna look just for shits, like because people give LeBron shit for load management. This dude, let's see, rookie year 79, second year 80, 79, 78,
Yeah, I
74,
hate the whole
81.
they don't play 82. Like, 82 is the benchmark because, like, John Stockton played 82 and, like, Jordan played 82 a bunch of times. It's like, oh my god, you played 82 as opposed to 79 or fucking 81. Like,
Yeah,
who
like
cares?
LeBron played. I wish they had an average games played a season
Yeah.
with LeBron before the
Before
Lakers.
literally before the Lakers. Like, he's at what, 75? Like,
I would say
74
he's
at the lowest?
he's 62 in Miami, and I think that's when he got hit. That's when he got hurt, right?
No, I think that's the lockout.
Oh
shortened
yeah, that's the
season.
lockout. So 69
Yeah,
is
that's
his
the lockout shortened season.
yeah 69 in 2014 2015 was the shortest. I think that was
But,
when
like,
he
this
started
dude's
dealing
never
with the
playing
cramping.
below 70 games a year, and it's like, oh, he's not playing. You know?
Yeah, like which yeah, ever since the Lakers, he kind of took his, unk status and was like, I'm
When he's been getting injured more, like the Lakers, I just don't really trust their training staff as much. Like, never have.
and even then
Like-
at 40 he played 70 and at
Yeah.
39 he played 71 games. So it's like, he's not I can't believe one of these years 21, 22 he's listed as his position as a center, which is fucking
I know. He's done everything.
but yeah,
I think we get. So I don't know if you're still recording. By the way, you should check.
I am.
Okay, because it's not streaming anymore.
Yeah, it is.
Doesn't say it. It says it's 108.
Oh yeah, it said it ended 4 minutes ago. Huh.
I don't know. Is it still recording? Because if we're still recording, we're fine. Otherwise,
I think so. I don't know why it shut off. Weird. Let me see YouTube. Oh no. Why did YouTube stop?
we're just gonna have a pod that ends mid.
Yeah, it says it's still recording, but I mean, I guess we just end it here. That way I could just make sure the recording's going.
Yeah, like I was.
That way
gonna,
we don't talk too much about it.
Well, I was just gonna do one other topic that's gonna be pretty short.
We could try it. Yeah,
and,
just
yeah. Like if we have it, we have it. If we don't, we don't. And it's like no big deal. We can if we don't have it, we can talk about it next week. But what do you think about the fact that the NFL now has kickers that can kick 65-yard bombs and like 70-yard bombs almost?
Oh, dude, I fucking love it. I think
'Cause,
it makes
like-
it so that Cam Little kid is crazy.
Yeah, because like now I've seen people be like that ruins the game because you start on the 35 after a touchback and you get 10 yards and all of a sudden you're in field goal range.
I don't think it ruins the game at all. I think that makes it fucking awesome. I think,
Yeah, I think
Bro,
yeah,
if a
like,
kicker
I think
can
seeing
kick
a
a
70-yard bomb is fucking sick. Like I don't think that.
and
needs to change.
he's the only one that's doing it. Nobody
Yeah.
else has done it. I think the Ravens kid Tyler Loop did one in preseason that was like 70 yards and almost hit it. But he also just missed a 44 last night to lose the game. So I don't think it ruins the game at all. Bro, people don't realize hitting a 70-yard field goal, even the slightest bit of wind throws
Yeah,
that
like-
ball
like-
completely off.
Like you have to be like in a stadium basically, like
Yeah.
or the wind's at your favor. But and it's like like the score goes up a little bit higher, but nobody's just taking that. Nobody's on 4th and 10 in their own 35 or their own 45 and being like, let me kick this shit
Yeah.
with 7:30 left in the first quarter.
Yeah,
Because
I
you're like,
completely
you're,
agree.
you're gonna give up that field position. No, the fuck you're not. Like not when you can like fairly easily pin them at least within the 15. you know?
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't think it ruins it at all. I think it makes it great. I think it makes it fun. I don't know. I think it's cool, but I think people just like complaining. If it starts becoming common, I'm sure the NFL will change something. Like,
yeah, like if 15 players can do it, then all of a sudden
yeah,
it's
they'll be like,
I don't know.
okay, now the touchback rule seems kind of fucked up, so we're gonna have touchbacks move back to the 25-yard line or whatever. Because it's not like you can nerf kickers. Yeah, it's that's just
Yeah.
human advancement, like, which is crazy. If it starts becoming common to kick 70-yard field goals, that'd be fucked.
I remember we had that dude in high school that could kick 60-yard bombs like on our team.
Oh yeah,
Crazy.
yeah. I forgot who it was, but
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but like I just know that dude was like I would just watch him like during practice because he would do it like he could do that shit in pads too. And I'm like, why the fuck don't we do this more in a game? Like this dude is nuts.
I know it wasn't Donald.
No.
Was it
I love
Chance?
Donald,
Was it
but
Chance Berman?
No. This was like we were freshmen, sophomores.
Oh, and he was like a
But, like,
senior.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, he played soccer, I believe, but he was just
He'd rip it.
he dated he was Mormon. He dated Haley. Like Haley
Oh,
Haley.
Kennedy.
yeah, Haley Kennedy.
We're completely giving federal information.
Nobody knows who these people are except for
Oh yeah, his
Mormon
name was like
country.
Max something.
yes, yes.
I can't remember his last name, but yeah, he'd kick bombs. Yeah, I remember it now. Max something. I'm blanking now.
That dude was nuts. Like
But now, since we gave up everyone's personal information, I think that's where we sign off for the day.
yeah, if you want to send us your personal information to give away, let us know. Send
If-
us your social, we'll raffle it off.
If luckily this recording's still recording, like and subscribe. If it hasn't, I will add a like and subscribe.
there we go, dude.
All right, see you later, everyone. Peace.
Peace.